Thank you, Mr. Chairman. John, I share some of the anger of Senator Boxer when it comes to what's been going on with the beheading of Americans. I mean, this is a tough time for America, for Americans to be watching their fellow citizens being beheaded by the savage people. And something's got to be done about it, and I fully empathize with the problem you've got where it's happening is such a complex situation with complex cultures and what have you, and you've got to do something about it. I want to throw in with the chairman, he mentioned 3 points, I think, in his opening that he was hoping he'd hear, and I haven't heard yet, and that is he talked about hearing the plan that you have, and he wanted to hear what success looks like, and he wanted to hear some metrics as to how we measure progress. And John, I'm just not there yet. I'm not convinced. And this is particularly true where I think everyone's in agreement. The President's in agreement. Congress is in agreement. The American people are in agreement. Nobody wants American boots on the ground. I mean, that just is not going to happen. There's nobody going to go there with that. In fact, had the President come here and said that, look, I want authorization for airstrikes, you and I both know how effective the drone program has been and how good it has been as far as accomplishing the goals that we have in Yemen, in Pakistan, and in other places. If he'd have come here for that, you'd have had no problem with me. As far as the boots on the ground, who do you get to do it? Well, we know the Iraqis can't do it. They dropped their guns and uniforms and went home at the slightest bit of threat. With all due respect, I know everybody talks about the moderates, opposition, and the rebels. We've been through this for over a year, and I'm just not convinced that there is such a group there. So you said, let's talk about this, and let's see if we can't come up with some way to do this. You know, the best group around to be able to do this for boots on the ground are the Kurds. They've been incredibly successful. They've been a reliable. They've been reliable to us. They're great fighters. I mean, if anybody's going to succeed on the ground in Iraq, or for that matter in Syria, it's going to be the Kurds. Have you guys given thought to partnering up with them? What am I missing here?
Well, you're not, Senator. They've been extraordinary, and that was our first line of effort, obviously. That's why we put the Joint Operations Center in Erbil right away. And that's why we elicited immediate support. I mean, we really had to hold that line. That was critical, and that's why the President was prepared to use some strikes, actually, to help guarantee that that happened. And there's a huge flow of weaponry. As I said, 18 flights that I know of from us have gone in now to Erbil. There are flights coming from other countries, too. Italians, others, lots of countries have been supporting the Kurds in this effort. And, you know, I think this is the work that John Allen needs a chance to sort of develop a little bit, see how it's going to go. The bottom line is the commitment to destroy ISIL. And that means what I described earlier today. And for the moment, growing the moderate opposition is one way of coming at it, and we'll see, you know, what else may be possible as we go forward.
Well, I appreciate that. And that it's encouraging for me to hear that you have engaged the Kurds. I think that
oh, very much so. And
all right, let me with the little time I have left, I just want to make absolutely certain of your testimony. You originally said when you're meeting with these other countries, they've said, and I'm quoting you, "What can we do to help?" But you've also said that nobody has agreed to put boots on the ground, and then I think you said that you haven't asked them to put boots on the ground. So let me be very clear about airstrikes. Has anybody committed that they would fly their flag in and do airstrikes into Syria?
Yes.
And they are committed to do that?
Yes.
Okay. That's good. In a classified setting, we'll be able to get who those people are.
Yes.
That is much more encouraging. Thank you, and with that, my time is up. Thank you.